There we go. Hello, everybody. Hey, it's Zoe here, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my after dinner routine, what I do before going to bed. And this is really, really important because we spend up to a third of our life asleep in bed. And I feel like so often people talk about their morning routine, but just as important to our health, the way we look and feel, to our weight loss results, is how we get ready for bed. So I'm going to be sharing with you some tips today on how I get ready for bed. So let's go ahead and get into it. Now, before we do, I just want to talk about the benefits of a specific stage of sleep, which is known as deep sleep. When we are in that deep sleep stage, that's when all the good things that our body is naturally capable of doing happen. That's when our body clears out and detoxes any waste from the cells. That's when our body helps to repair our muscles and help the muscles to grow and get stronger and bigger. That's when we produce all of these hormones that are very anti-aging and great for the body. And there is reason why when we don't get enough sleep or when we don't get the right kind of sleep, we really do suffer in so many ways. I mean, I don't know about you, but when I don't get the right kind of deep sleep or enough deep sleep, that's when I'm super hungry and find it so much harder to just stick to the healthy foods that I generally love because it's actually hormonal. So the thing to remember is if your sleep is suffering, it is completely not your fault. If you're finding yourself hungrier and eating more, it's a hormonal shift that actually happens in our body, which is just one of the many reasons why it's so important to really prioritize your sleep. Then, of course, we know we just don't look and feel our best when we get an awful sleep, right? Or when we keep waking up through the night, or when we don't get enough sleep. We know that our skin doesn't look as great. We've got darkness under the eyes. Our body just doesn't have time to take care of our hair, skin, and nails. And it really does impact our metabolism. In fact, getting deep sleep and adequate sleep throughout the night, studies show that helps us to burn up to 400 more calories on autopilot every single day, just by getting that proper deep sleep. 400 calories is a ton. That's like a full meal, which is pretty amazing. Your body's just naturally working optimally and that much better. So I really do believe in the power of sleep, and that's why I'm gonna walk you through my after dinner routine, because what we do after dinner and before bed, that sweet spot of a few hours, really matters. So let's go ahead and get into it, and I would love if you would comment below any tips you have. What is your before bed routine look like? Do you have a bath? Do you do yoga? Do you go for a walk? I would love to hear what you do so we can share and make it a really motivating and inspiring comment section. So let's go ahead and get into it. First thing we want to talk about is the time we are eating dinner. Now, this is different for everybody. I do try and have dinner about 4 to 5 hours before I'm going to sleep. I find if I go any further than that, I almost start getting hungrier again. So sometimes it can backfire. You don't want to have dinner at 4 p.m. and try and go to bed at midnight. I mean, you're going to be hungry again, right? So I tend to eat dinner with my husband between 6:30 and 7 because we usually go to bed around 10:30 or 11. So that seems to work pretty well. For us, it gives us adequate time to get digesting some food, right? So first things first, take a look at the time that you're eating, then take a look at the time that you want to go to bed. That would be the first tip I have for setting up your after dinner before bed routine. Next up, of course, I just want to quickly touch on the foods that you're eating. Try your best not to have a Big Mac or something that you find really challenging to digest. I mean, we've all been there when we're trying to go to bed with a tummy ache or we're getting up to go to the bathroom. I mean, that stuff is not helpful at all. So ideally, we're choosing a healthy, balanced meal that we know is easy to digest and isn't gonna cause any disruption in our sleep because we're getting up to go to the bathroom, right? And we have to consider our wine and all of that as well. If we're drinking too much or if we're having caffeine too late in the day, Even if you realize, wow, I haven't drank water all day, and you start chugging water, well, you're probably gonna wake up and go pee. So just timing out your food, your drinks, your caffeine, all of that leading up to that dinner time is really gonna make a big impact as well. So make sure we're doing that. And by no means am I saying you can't have wine. I have a glass of wine pretty much every single night, and it doesn't affect my sleep. But of course, if I have 5 glasses of wine, you better believe I am not gonna have a good sleep, that's for sure. So make sure we're monitoring that, right? Now, we need to kind of create a soothing effect. When you think about babies, right, when they're getting their sleep routine, they usually have a bath, they have a feeding, they have a little story time, right? That is the same kind of thing we have to do for ourselves. And so often we grow up and we just forget that we still need those things to help us wind down at the end of the day. So I invite you to give yourself a little bit of TLC, have an Epsom salt bath, make yourself a chamomile tea, chat with your partner. Maybe you can sucker your partner into giving you a foot rub, read a book that makes you feel good. That soothing, those habits and patterns, they start to condition the body already. We even have dimmers on our light switch, so just dimming the lights, setting the scene, letting your body know, okay, we're starting to wind down and starting to, get ready for sleep. And then the next thing I want to talk about is supplements that help support our sleep. Now, one of the main things that has made such an impact in my sleep and even my mom's sleep is our sleep support supplement Renew, which is an all-natural 100% GMO supplement that really helps us and gives us the nutrients our body needs to have that wonderful deep sleep. And I usually like to take 2 capsules about an hour before bed so it has time to really kick in. And yes, I can see Sylvia talking about melatonin. Melatonin is one of the key ingredients of that as well, but we also have ashwagandha, some really important amino acids. It is all explained for you on the next page, and it is an extremely potent and very, very natural way to help support your body so you can get to sleep faster and easier and stay asleep longer so you get that deep sleep, which is so, so important. So tap the link I placed for you around this video to head on over to the next page and see what that is all about so I can really break down everything for you on the next page. What's inside? Exactly, it is did I say non-GMO? Yeah, it is not genetically modified. It's all natural, and these are great, great things that you can easily add into your routine. So I would highly suggest checking that out as well. Like I said, I like to take it about an hour before bed. We have so many women in our community, and like I said, my mom even is raving about the difference that they have found with Renew, so I would highly suggest heading over to the next page and checking it out. Now, next up, what I want to talk about is meditation and gratitude. This is something that can make a huge impact in your ability to fall asleep, but also in the way you're going to feel when you wake up. Because of course we want to wake up feeling happy, feeling positive, feeling energetic, and our Renew is going to help us with that, but also meditation. And on the next page, I've also got 3 free meditations for you, one for body, one for spirit, and one for mind. And those are really, really helpful. But even just when you're laying down in bed, working on all of those things like we do in Shavasana to relax your arms at your side, relax your fingers, relax through the head, and doing some nice deep belly breaths is going to make a big impact. So you would inhale and fill the belly. Fill the ribs all the way up to the chest. Then exhale and first your chest lowers, then your rib cage, then your belly. You could even put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly and take that little ride. So again, it's up through the belly, then ribs, then chest, then exhale down, chest first, then ribs, then belly. Now, I've also been, when I lay down at night, thinking about my whole day. So I'll start from the morning and think what happened throughout the day that I can be grateful for, that I can be thankful for. And sometimes it's not always things that we would perceive as positive, but like, man, today my stomach bothered me, but it really reminded me how lucky I am to have a great digestive system and how lucky I am to be healthy, because today I didn't feel 100%. How lucky am I? Like, finding ways that you can be grateful and create more gratitude and thankfulness before you go to bed is a great way to drift off to sleep. And I think I had one more thing. Oh, I've already kind of touched about that. So the last thing in your nighttime routine is making sure that you are creating a sanctuary in your bedroom. I do have a salt lamp over there, which is the lamp that we use because it's got a really nice light orangey kind of warm light. We've got plants in here. I love the colors that are in here. I find them very soothing. I love my painting. Just making your bedroom a little sanctuary that when you come to it, you can feel good. And it's not about like spending money or getting anything fancy. It's just about bringing in the things that you love. It might be as simple as just getting a new candle that you love, or dabbing some lavender essential oils on your pillow or on your duvet. Those kind of things can really, really make a big difference and make you feel like, like just ready to go to bed. So if you are like me and sometimes you struggle with sleep, anxiety, or worry, especially in the evening, I highly suggest that you set yourself up with a nighttime routine and really creating those habits and those rituals that help to send you off to sleep so you have a great sleep, because as I said, it really impacts everything. Our immunity, our ability to age gracefully, the way that our metabolism functions, our hunger hormones, all of the hormones in our body are really governed by sleep. And we spend a third of our life asleep. So man, we better get that sorted out, because that is a lot of years. At the end of our life, when we look back, we've spent a lot of years sleeping. So it's really, really important, which is exactly why I've put together Renew and the meditations that I've got for you for free on the next page as well. So head on over to the next page. I've got the link around here for you, and I can walk you through everything over there. I'm wishing you an amazing day. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit the share button so that we can help more women get great sleeps and start feeling amazing. I'm wishing you a great day. We'll see you again soon. Big hugs. Bye-bye.